Queen Cleopatra VII, the last pharaoh of Egypt, and the most famous woman in history. But though her beauty and charm were legendary, no one truly knows what Cleopatra looked like, and her body has never been found. When she died, the story of her life was rewritten by the mighty empire which defeated her. Fiercely intelligent as well as beautiful, Cleopatra won over two of the most powerful men ever to have lived, Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. Her sophisticated and diverse city, Alexandria, was not just the capital of Egypt, but the center of the entire ancient world. But the most famous woman in Egyptian history was actually descended from a Greek dynasty, the Ptolemies. The first Ptolemy, one of the generals of Alexander the Great, took power 300 years before Cleopatra was born. But her predecessors were wasteful and vain, and had almost bankrupted the country. Cleopatra was determined to restore Egypt to its former greatness. She encouraged scholarship and learning, wrote books, and was the first Ptolemaic pharaoh to speak Egyptian as well as Greek. And for 20 years, she formed political alliances to protect Egypt from the greatest invasion force the world has ever seen, and secure power for her children. But ultimately, Rome would destroy her. When eventually she was defeated, she chose suicide over public humiliation, denying the Romans the opportunity to bask in her defeat and parade her in chains through the streets of Rome. After her death, the Romans began a smear campaign that would last 2,000 years. They set about removing all trace of her from Egypt. Then her glorious capital, Alexandria, was destroyed by a series of natural disasters, earthquakes, and a tidal wave. Today, the ancient palaces, temples, and Cleopatra's royal quarters lie buried beneath the sea, alongside the modern metropolis. This combination of deliberate and natural destruction erased almost all evidence of the real Cleopatra. The trail on the hunt for Egypt's most famous queen went cold for 2,000 years. But now two men, Dr. Zahi Hawass and Frank Gaudio, want to set the record straight. By piecing together clues and using new evidence, they hope to be able to rewrite history and finally uncover the truth about the mysterious queen. Underwater explorer Frank Gaudio has spent 20 years searching for traces of Cleopatra deep beneath the waves. He has mapped the entire port of Alexandria as it looked in Cleopatra's day, and uncovered parts of her great palace, the very place where we are told she took her own life. He has traced her journeys and discovered two lost cities, Canopus, a site of religious pilgrimage, and the strategic outpost of Heraklion, both places that were instrumental to her reign. Dr. Zahi Hawass, Egypt's most senior archaeologist and Secretary General of the Supreme Council of Antiquities, is searching for evidence not of Cleopatra's life, but of her death. He is hunting for Cleopatra's fabled tomb, and he's found evidence at Taposiris Magna to suggest that he may be on the verge of finding it. For the first time, all these clues have been brought together in one place. You are about to see the things she touched, experience the places she lived in, and meet the people she loved. You are about to enter Cleopatra's world.